Imagine all the things that parents do from the moment they wake up. Getting the kids ready off to school, going to their full-time job, getting them off the bus, snacks, dinner, cleaning dishes, laundry, getting the kids to bed, balancing everything financially with the mortgage and bills, while also balancing all the ups and downs kids bring to the plate. That seems like a lot for parents, but imagine doing it as a single parent. I would like to honor and share with you someone in my life who is a superhero, my mother, Jody. She went through many obstacles in her life as a single parent, but took them with brute force and positivity. When I was 8 years old, my biological parents got divorced after 12 years of marriage. My dad had a drinking problem and was not being a good father or husband, so my mom decided to get a divorce. We moved from Dayton, Ohio to Delaware, Ohio, where we started over. She soon later got remarried 5 years later, but they were together for 9. But things were to get messy again. Because of my mom's positivity through hardships, I'm inspired to take hardships and challenges in my own life, no matter how hard they are. After going through a very hard divorce and custody battle, my mom gained full custody of me and my sister due to his drinking problem. We moved from Dayton, Ohio to Delaware, Ohio to start over, but it came with its own challenges. When we moved, my mom had to leave behind all her friends in Dayton, friends she met through her serving job at B-Dubs, many memories and lifelong friends, and friends she met, mothers that she had lots in common with. But she knew this was the right decision. When we got to Delaware, she had to start over. She had to get a new home and eventually found an apartment to take care of me and my sister. Me and my sister were not happy about it. We missed our old home and friends, but my mom comforted us and put her own feelings and heartbreak aside to care for me and my sister. She also had to start over finding a job. She searched for many months, but finally came across the Delaware County Bank trying to find tellers. Luckily, she didn't need much of a college education to get. She trained very hard each day, raising me and my sister to get better at her job. She went from a teller, and 9 years later, she climbed the ladder to become essential in the eyes of corporate, becoming an operations specialist, doubling in her pay. I can't believe she raised me and my sister and got so good at her job. She also did many extra things, like become a parent-teacher aide, volunteering at me and my sister's elementary school, running errands for the teachers, doing flashcards with the kids, reading to them, and many more. We were also very financially tight, but my mom wanted to give experiences to my sister despite not having a lot of money. She took us to the Columbus Zoo, water parks, and much more, and sacrificed a lot of her personal things to give us those experiences. On top of being a single parent, she was soon to take on a project of a lifetime that would cost a lot. 6 months after divorcing my father, my mom met my stepdad, Justin. Things were starting to get better for her, and she had thought she met the one for her. They got engaged 5 years later and bought their dream home, but it was not very dreamy at first. It was not livable at all from the outside or in, and was built in the 1860s. My mom spent lots of time and energy going from her full-time job to raising me and my sister to spending late nights here working on the house, just to wake up and do it all over again with no free time. But she never complained about being exhausted. She never complained about her difficult situation, never having a break, while staying so positive for me and my sister. When the house started to become livable, my mom decided to move us. She could not afford to continue to pay the rent for the apartment, pay the mortgage for the new home, while also providing materials and tools to build the house and supporting me and my sister on her own. It was a very difficult situation at first. We ate many microwave dinners and washed our dishes in the bathtub. It was not ideal at all, but my mom made it fun for us and was positive through it. Things with the house were finally going good, but soon it would all crumble. I don't believe she had it hard with my dad and their divorce, because what was soon to come with my stepdad was even worse. As the house was a little over halfway finished, Justin became very rude and caused many fights. One day he decided to pick up and leave, leaving behind all of his responsibilities financially and the house. My mom was heartbroken that she was left, but stayed strong for me and my sister. You would think that she would just give up on the house, but no, she continued to spend her nights working on the house to make it livable for me and my sister. She is strong as an ox, both mentally and physically. Mentally, for handling the heartbreak so well, staying positive for me and my sister, and physically, being so strong working on the house by herself. But Justin came back soon after he left, and my mom, being a very forgiving person, took him back in and tried to move on. Soon after, they got married, and things were going great, but that didn't last very long. He eventually started to steal money from the credit cards, and my mom never noticed because she trusted him. Eventually, she did notice, and a monsoon of emotions rained down on my mother, making her question everything. She asked herself, how could he do this to me after I took him back and did so much for him? She continually forgave him, but things never got better, and he was becoming very more verbally abusive to her and me and my sister, but especially my mother. He constantly told her, you're not a good mother, you're not a good wife, you're not good at anything, you're not good. This took a toll on my mother, but she would never show it to you. She eventually had to make the hard decision to get a divorce. She could no longer tolerate what was happening and had to get me and my sister out of it. She demanded a divorce. My mother, only being 5'2", with a very soft-spoken voice, demanded a divorce and would not tolerate the disrespect. She yelled so loud that everyone in a 100-mile radius could hear her, saying, we're getting a divorce. No divorce is easy. She did love him, but had to set a better example for me and my sister, despite how hard it was going to be on her own again. She stayed so positive and did not let this bump in the road define her. It was difficult, but she could do it. My mom's been through a lot in her life, getting a divorce with my dad, having to leave behind her friends, and start fresh in Delaware, Ohio. Meeting Justin, buying a very difficult house, and working extremely hard to get it fixed up. Then, just to get left and divorced again, becoming a single parent again. Despite it all, my mom still stayed so strong. My mother has the kindness, the positivity, and the hearts of many people. I never even knew how challenging her life was until I interviewed her for this speech. I cannot believe how challenging and how many hardships she went through, but still stayed so positively that me and my sister didn't even notice all that she was going through. I'll forever be grateful that she is my mother, and I hope you guys can take and apply aspects of the story in your life, taking on challenges in your life while staying so positive. I know I will, and I'll be grateful for my mom for that. Thank you.